Hi guys, this is PackRat556 and I am out on day 2 of my rainy hike. And I'm actually right now up under my lean-to, which if you watched the first part of my rainy day hike, you saw this lean-to and what it looked like. I'm up under it right now and I've decided to make a fire. I hiked out a ways from my camp and I had a hard time finding some dry wood or finding any wood that would be suitable right now. But I did find one fairly small diameter piece of hardwood that was dead. The top was broke out of it and it was dry. I used my folding saw to cut it up, this Gerber saw, and I cut down the tree and also cut up some small segments, and I made myself a baton, which I've used quite a bit, you can see, and used a K-bar knife, which I've demonstrated in another video for you guys recently and talked about, to baton my wood. Anyway, this is one of the pieces that I've been working on. You can see I've already split this one, and here's what I've been doing for about the last 20 minutes is creating some small pieces of kindling, which on the outside is wet and on the inside is pretty dry, so I think these things might work for me. And another thing I've been doing is creating some shavings, which I used the K-bar to do as well, which I think these little curls cut off the edge of the pieces like this is going to help me. And you can kind of see how I did that. I actually did a few of these too, which are just kind of feathered, so that when I throw these on the fire, hopefully it'll help them to ignite a little bit easier. And I've done several pieces like that, just using the K-bar to shave it a little bit. And a lot of the shavings that came off, that's what this is too. And then I've got some larger pieces if I get my fire going, and I've cut these pretty thin, and I'll probably split them once more. I'm not quite ready yet to start my fire, just showing you some of the things I've been doing to prepare for it. I think that's the key thing when you're going to light a fire, especially in conditions like today, is that you definitely make preparations first. So you got to spend some time first before try to make the fire. And just to show you, this is my little fire pit which I've set up. These are fairly rotten and saturated, completely saturated logs that I'm going to use just as a little barrier. And so I'm going to give this a try in a few minutes. I'm going to do a little more preparation. Unfortunately, I left part of my tripod back at the house, and so I'm a long ways away from home. There's no way I'm going to be able to get the piece I need to hold my camera on the tripod. So I'll just have to show you results as they're made. So stick with me, guys. I just got really lucky. I went out to find just some last minute stuff, and I did find one small little bitty limb off of a pine tree that had fallen and has already pretty much rotted. And one little limb that was sticking off the side was what we call fat lighter, which is a really great kindling for starting fire. I've taken just a little piece of this and shaved it up and made like some little matchsticks out of it. I don't know how good you guys can see that, but I got just a few of those little sticks cut up, and I'm going to mix that in with my kindling and my little curls that I shaved off, and got my fire pit set, and I put some dry wood in the bottom, try to start the fire up off of the ground, off the wet ground. I'm going to cheat a little bit. I've got a, let's see, Ultimate Survival Technologies fire starter. And I've talked about this on my Cheaper Than Dirt gear video. And I'm going to use this today with some cotton balls. I'm going to try to use one cotton ball and get this kindling started and see if I can get a fire going. I really hate I don't have my tripod where I can set this up. But I'm going to give this a shot, guys, so stick with me. Okay, guys, I've rigged up a stand for my camera out of my backpack. I guess that's the ultimate, most resourceful thing I've done today. Try to get this fire started. I love this fire steel. It's really good. I'm igniting my cotton balls. First strike, no problem. Fortunately for me, the rain's eased up right now. Sorry for the shaking, guys, but looks like things are going okay here. It'll take me just a few minutes to get the fire going good, but I think we got it started. The key to getting this fire going was just taking the time to prepare the wood. Well, taking the time to find the wood too. But that's really the key to anything in survival, is taking the time to do it thoroughly, I guess. Not that I'm an expert, that's for sure, but if you don't get out here and try it, you will never learn. Stick with me, guys. Well, guys, I'm just sitting here by my campfire, just kind of enjoying the warmth coming off that blaze. It's been nice to come out and challenge myself to see if I could do this. I didn't think I was going to be able to get the fire going in the rain today, and the rain actually finally let up now, so I'm able to enjoy the blaze a little bit. You can see I've kind of got a good ring of wet wood around my fire just to keep it from igniting. The ground's totally saturated, so I don't see much of a risk of getting anything started on the forest floor around. There's a lot of leaves, as you guys can see, but they're just totally drenched, so I don't think I'm going to have any problems with that. But I'm just kind of taking a moment to enjoy this. I'm thinking about maybe doing a little cooking, have a late lunch maybe. We'll see how the fire holds out. But really, I didn't come out here to stay today. It's Sunday, and I've actually got to go to work tomorrow, so after a while I'll probably put my fire out and hike out of here around dark and go back to the house. But it's been nice to get out, even though the weather's bad. You know, that's given me a chance to practice my skills a little bit and see, you know, if I'm able to do it. I've made campfires all my life. I've been camping for a long time, and I don't think I've ever tried to come out when it was this wet and start fire. You know, I've been out when it was snowy before, which I guess was probably about as challenging. But I mean, it was just pouring down rain as I was preparing my fire. So fortunately, it stopped long enough for me to get it going good and to enjoy it for a few minutes. Of course, my fire is here by my lean-to, so I'm staying dry whether it rains or not. And this is where I've done my work with my batoning and preparing my materials for my fire. But anyhow, I appreciate you guys watching the video. It's been a pleasure to make this one. Take care, guys.